Hey guys, back again with another video, and today we're going to talk about South Park post-COVID, the return of COVID, which is the next South Park special. They've done the the pandemic special, the vaccination special, post-COVID, and now post-COVID, the return of COVID. So they've got four of these specials. They haven't made I guess this counts as season 25, 24. I Oh no, it'd be 24, yeah, because I've got season 23 down there. That's the last one they released as a season. But this should be season 24, I'm guessing, because they haven't really said, but I think that this means that this is just the upcoming season, that they're going to keep going with these specials as opposed to 22-minute episodes, which is a good and a bad thing because I feel like South Park, I love the movie. The movie's fantastic, but I feel like the specials I don't like as much as the regular episodes because I feel like those ones are so condensed in a good way, and sometimes when they're too long, I feel like they kind of suffer from being too long. If that makes sense, whenever it's like a TV special. Um, but post COVID, the return of COVID, like I said, the last special post COVID ended with a a like a having Butters being the guy that they need at the end of the episode, and it like didn't show him, but it was like they said Victor Chouse, and then you realize that it's Butters in this episode or in this special, and it starts out interestingly because it shows Stan going through the idea of how sucky COVID is, and how you just go to school, go home, go to school, go home, um, and it's like in their world it lasts for like 40 years or 20, 30 years. So it's funny because I do think that now in the real world, like we still have another variant of it, but like people are not caring as much because it isn't the election year now, and like they get like the world is not as up in arms with each other because the elections always make two sides angry at each other and makes the world more miserable whenever election year happens. And now that it is an election year, um, and not having the presidents talk about the pandemic and talking about the virus, I feel like now it's like, and a lot of people are vaccinated, so now it's like who gives a shit kind of thing. Um, so it's interesting that they keep going with this as a special because the last special I thought was fine, but it did kind of bug me because of the idea of that, not because of the show itself, but the idea that like in the real world, like they want everybody to get vaccinated, but there are some people who can't. I am vaccinated, but there are some people who cannot get that, and I feel bad for the people who are gonna lose their jobs or everything because of this. It's so unfortunate, and I know it's not everybody; it's probably a small majority of people in the world, but it's just unfortunate that people think that this is the only way to go and the only way to save humanity. And if it was really that bad of a virus, the world would have been literally shut down, not fake shut down, or the U.S. at least. You had to have a political year. You had to have both sides complain and make it worse on everybody. But but we get a new COVID variant in this called the Kinomercon, which I thought was actually really funny because that did have the name of the real variant that they've got now, variant 200. And I thought that was funny with the idea of having Kenny's name in it because Kenny died of it. That was pretty funny. I like how the future now feels like Blade Runner. It's even got the image of the real life Asian lady on the screens, and even at the end of the episode, it has Randy with his Tegrity weed talking about life, and it's like that scene with Harrison Ford and I think Rutger Hauer, is that his name, at the end of Blade Runner where he's in the rain and he's talking about life. It was funny that it copied that. I thought that was pretty good, and I like that the futuristic future was always like the last special. Everything is plus plus plus. Like there's an Applebee's TGI Fridays plus. There's a mental institution plus where Butters is trapped. Um, and I think it's hilarious that Butters is a, I didn't know what this was, an NTFS or an NFTS guy, and this is apparently a guy who sells currencies. And apparently he's Butters was put in prison because he's just too good at this. He's gonna literally, like, he doesn't do anything bad except for make people get currencies, and I thought that was pretty funny. And I like seeing older Butters because we didn't get to see him in the last one. But again, it was supposed to end where like you realize that he's who he is in this one. But I thought it was just funny saying the word Victor Chaos and it was just Victor Chaos. Like I thought that was pretty hilarious. I like the jokes as well in this with Alexa. Stan and Kyle both get an Alexa, which is just a normal woman, but she will buy stuff for them, like like the Amazon Alexa. But it's a funny joke where it's just like it's a real person. Like I thought that was good. The thing I really did like about this episode was the ending of the episode because of the fact that I like that Matt and Trey went this way. I appreciate this because, like I said before, you can get vaccinated and all that, but not everybody's going to get vaccinated. Not everybody can get vaccinated. And I feel like the media, whether what side you're on politically, is telling you don't get the vaccine or everybody has to get the vaccine or will die kind of thing. And I hate that. So I like the fact that at the end of this episode, we got Matt and Trey saying that, yeah, most people are going to get vaccinated. And if you don't, just get along with each other. Get over it. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Just get over this shit. Like, I understand that people want to have this pandemic end. This is coming from a person who's worked the whole 2 years. Remember, this pandemic has been going on. So it's so weird that, like, looking from the point of view of somebody who, or people who stayed at home for 2 years or used ridiculous unemployment benefits that the presidents gave everybody to make it seem worse than what it was. And then we got the vaccines, and then people are still saying it's terrible, and I don't believe it. It's just some bullshit that they're trying to get more money. It's really trying to be another money thing. No matter what, I feel like everything just goes down to money and down to politics, and it's really shitty, and I hate that. But I like the fact that at the end they said, let's all just get along. Doesn't matter. Just everybody get along with this at the end. Like, even though everybody can't get vaccinated, just agree, just stop giving each other a hard time. And that's it. The one side's going to think, oh, I saved the world because I'm vaccinated. One side's going to think, oh, there's no real reason to get vaccinated. So people need to understand that people don't always agree on stuff. And people always, like, to me, I feel like should really love your neighbor more than anything, even if they're different than you. And being vaccinated versus unvaccinated is truly just a thing that I'm still flabbergasted in this world that, like, whether you're vaccinated or not, it's literally like, it's insane just the fact that how people hate each other because of that, or are that scared because of that. I don't get it. But I liked the ending. I also like that Cartman again is back as the Jewish priest. That was hilarious, and the fact that he is back as something that he said he hated as a kid. He hated Jews, and then the fact that he's a Jewish priest, that's awesome. And he's got a Jewish wife who sounds like Rhea Perlman, or not Rhea Perlman. God dang it! Did I accidentally? I didn't mean to say that. I don't even know if she's Jewish. I don't know, but she's got like an accent. So maybe that's why I was thinking her, but I don't think that's not who I meant. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of like some kind of stereotypical Jewish woman. Like I don't remember, but it was funny. His wife reminded me of some kind of Jewish actress that I can't remember who, but she was funny, and I thought that she worked, and I thought it was hilarious seeing Cartman in that light. And like I said, the Butter stuff was good. Stan and Kyle stuff was good, but it was more about Cartman and Butters this time around because, again, the last special focused more on those two. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed also having Randy with his Tegrity weed, and he had one little piece of Tegrity weed left to grow, and eventually he grew it, so people all got high and then understood each other and didn't have to fight over vaccination or non-vaccinations. I thought that was hilarious. That was pretty fun. So like I said, I enjoyed the episode for what it was, or the special for what it was. Again, I'm not a super huge fan of like whenever they have a lot of specials, like in terms of like the South Park show, because I feel like the episodes that are 22 minutes long are so well done, and these ones sometimes they feel a little too long. And this one didn't feel really long, but I felt like it was a little like too warming its welcome, if that makes sense. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun and entertaining, and it's my favorite, I think, out of the two recent ones. So tell me down below what you guys think of South Park post-COVID, the return of COVID. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.